Hi folks, it's Amy Posniak and I'll be your instructor this next semester here at WITC. I just wanted to introduce myself and give you a quick layout of the land in Blackboard of what you can expect from the course. All of my courses have a Blackboard component, and that's where you'll find all the assignments and the grades. Some of you will have courses where you go to supplemental software and your grades may be posted there, but I will also pull them back into Blackboard. So let's get started here. I've been with the college for about 12 years, love teaching, and really excited to start another semester. But in the same token, sad to see vacation go. So I will try to post an announcement weekly, and you can find those here on your main page, but you'll also find those in your email. And I would encourage you to check your email daily because that is the college's form of communication, and that's how the college will contact you. So that's where you need to be checking. You can set it up so you get alerts and those different types of things as well. Course information, you'll go here in the beginning of the course to find your syllabus and your book information along with my office hours when I'm on campus, where you can find some software. And if you haven't been to our college before, there's a great orientation here and there's some wonderful resources for you. And I would encourage you to check this out before we begin school. Most of my courses, once you get into them, you will just remain in course assignments and then you'll be checking your grades down here. But everything should be housed basically in course assignments and then direct you to wherever you need to go. Now my Blackboard looks a little bit different just because I have instructor mode, but the concepts are very similar. When you get here, all of your assignments will be here. They'll be in folders, and you'll get this little pointy finger here, and that will tell you that you can drill in. There's also breadcrumbs up here, which will allow you to navigate as well. So this is a general help water cooler area. If you're having problems, you can post questions here, and other fellow students might be willing to help you with that, and it's a great resource for the course. I do try to respond to questions within 24 to 48 hours. During the business hours, Monday through Friday, I am on quite a bit in the evenings and on the weekends. I know what that's like. That's when most students are doing their work, so I do my best to try to check in. And I do try to get the homework corrected within 1 week of the due date. So when you drill into these folders, you'll see here that there are two assignments here. And so this first one is an introduction with a discussion board. I don't use a ton of discussion boards, but you can get your first take with that here. Next, we have a basic intro review, and you'll find that information off your syllabi, announcements. It's asking you what you need to receive in the course to get a C. We have an elevated scale here at WITC, and 80% is a C. For most of you, you will need to get C's in your classes. To pass a course, you need 70%. That's a D minus. But again, if there's a prereq on a course, you have to be at the C, not a C minus, but the C level, and that's 80%. So I want you to be aware of that. Again, I'm very flexible. Please stay in touch with me, but my assignments will have due dates on them. So when you look here at this folder, it says that this will be due on Friday, September 2nd. When that shuts off, at 11:30, that's when all my assignments are due, this folder will disappear. So you need to make sure that you're getting your assignments in on time. I don't like late work just because it bogs up the correcting. It's not fair to your fellow classmates. And so if you're going to turn in something late, make sure that you have a documented excuse and that we can go from there. Or please be in contact with me. Again, I get life happens, but you need to stay on track or you won't be able to finish the course. We also want to take a look real quick at some of the documents that you'll see out here. And this right here is the book list. These are all the classes that I currently have for fall. And you'll want to take a look at your section number. That will be found in Blackboard or in the portal. And then you can line that up with your textbooks. And it will also tell you that the software you need as well. I teach classes online in the classroom and in the Flex Lab. So that's why there's a myriad of sections and etc. Microsoft Office Suite is free through the college, so you can download that from the college. the Photoshop and InDesign, we do have some limited access to a remote server for that, but you can also purchase it. The cheapest way that I have found to purchase it is directly from Adobe and use the educational pricing, and that I believe is $20 a month. So that's a pretty good deal compared to the 300 that it used to be a couple of years ago. So they've really started to come down in price. If you have any questions on textbooks or software or anything else, please make sure that you contact me. Again, one of the things that I now like about Blackboard is that we have a feature if you go under Course Tools called Collaborate. And you just click, actually I'll go up here, I apologize, Course Tools, and you click Blackboard Collaborate. And this is a session where you can join fellow students. You can join me. It's very similar to a Skype session. And so you can use a webcam, but really all you need is a microphone. You can even call in. But this we could set up, and if you're having problems, we can screen share, and this is a really good use of our time. I know I push email, but email is almost becoming a little passe, and it's not real time. So sometimes if you email me, at 10 o'clock on a Friday, I might not get that until Monday morning, and you're sitting there. So if you email me ahead of time, we can set up a time, and I'm happy to meet students on the weekend using Collaborate to help troubleshoot, or in the evening, or during my office hours. So this is a great tool for us. So at any rate, I want to welcome you and want to wish you a fantastic semester. Take care.